What is up, guys? We are one day away from the defending national champions, the Michigan Wolverines, taking the football field again to take on the Fresno State Bulldogs to start their defending of that national title. A lot has happened over the past, we'll go a year since all this Connor Stallion stuff, really a year since the cheeseburger incident happened. We've won a national title. We won another Big Ten title. We beat Ohio State again. We beat Michigan State again. We ran through our schedule at 15-0 last season. But a lot has changed since last season. Michigan had, why can't I remember this right now? I mean, I know why I can't, but it's, I think, 11 players right now. Yeah, 11 players right now on active NFL rosters from last season's teams. That's not total, from last season team. So we lost a lot. We all knew that. Blake Corum, JJ. Good part is you have players that are going to step up, who we seen last year, like Will Johnson, Mason Graham, Kenneth Grant, Zeke Berry, players like that. We need this and that, but that's what we're going to need. But also, I don't want to get too far into that. Also, you see a new head coach. Sherrone Moore comes in after Harbaugh. Was in a way kind of forced out, I mean, in my opinion. Didn't really have an option with the NCAA coming down on him pretty hard on the recruiting violation stuff. That's going to get me down a different road if I go there first. But I'm interested to see what Sherrone does. It sounds like Alex Orji and Davis Warner are two quarterbacks that's vying for that number one spot. But we also Jack Tuttle, I haven't really heard much. I'm not sure if he's hurt. Like I said, guys, we have zero insider knowledge. We get to see what everyone else gets to see. It's about all we use in this show. So I'm not really sure about Jack Tuttle. I personally thought he was going to be QB1 from the start of last season after JJ and everyone left. But, I mean, right now it sounds like it's Warner or Orji. I guess we'll find out tomorrow afternoon. Again, I keep going down the rabbit hole. I just want to make this short and quick. But a lot of new changes coming. But it's still, where I was going with it was it's still an exciting freaking time, guys. To be able to see that team run out on the field tomorrow with a new head coach, new team, not all the way around, but a fairly new team. Obviously not the same team that won that national championship last year, but are looking to prove that they can be a team that wins a national championship or competes for a national championship every year, which, like the Alabamas and things like that have done it for 15 years. Michigan wants to show that they belong up at the top now. Yeah, we had our downtime. Yeah, y'all badmouthed us in. But now it's a different time. The game tomorrow, I mean, Fresno State was a higher, lower school, I'd say, in sports. I mean, at least in football, usually. I don't really know much about them. Like I said, this is kind of just a thrown together show today. It doesn't matter, though. We should blow these guys out of the water just like we did last year to everybody we played. We should let it go, let them play. I expect to see the quarterback, running back, things like that out there the second string quarterback, second string running back out there pretty quick after halftime, hopefully. We'll see how the environment is. Night game, 7:30. But, I mean, everything just points to a Michigan win. There's no way you can go the other way against Fresno. Fresno State, after coming off a national title, you expect them to go out there and win a football game. I just would like to see. I'm trying to think. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to think here about the quarterback situation again. My brain's all over the place, guys. It's everywhere right now, if you know what I mean. quarterback situation, it feels like we're back to where we were from pretty much the time Chad Henne left. We had some solidarity with Denard, but it feels like we're coming into the season where it's going to depend on how the quarterback plays, honestly. If we get Cade McNamara at Michigan level quarterback play, it's obviously enough to get us to the playoffs and get us a Big Ten championship. But is it going to be enough this year with the likes of Oregon, Texas, that nasty team down south, Ohio State? Is that going to be enough to beat them? Our schedule's freaking brutal, guys. I know I'm everywhere. It's fine. It's fun to me. This schedule's pretty brutal, guys. So you can see that there's Fresno State starting off at 7:30 tomorrow. That Texas next week. That's going to be a battle. Arkansas State should win it. USC should win it, I think. I don't think USC is going to be all that hot. Minnesota at Washington, at Illinois, home versus Michigan State, home versus number 3 Oregon, which who knows what it'll be then. Let me turn this off real quick. You have versus Illinois at home. Versus Northwestern at home, and then at Ohio State to end the season in the Horseshoe. Again, a brutal schedule. Looking at it, Michigan, in my opinion, if they have great quarterback play, could go 11-1, 12-0. I think it's going to be super hard for anybody in the Big Ten this year to go undefeated unless you have a really soft schedule like one of the teams on the schedule has. Starts with an O and ends with a shoe. Ohio State schedule, man. That's about the only Big Ten schedule that I see. And like, well, they got a cupcake schedule, but not what we're here to talk about. Let's look at the Texas game then in 2 weeks. I don't want to look ahead of Fresno State, even though it's Fresno State. But as a Michigan fan who lived through App State as soon as he became a fan, like when he really started to remember and think of Michigan football, that I don't look past teams like that. I mean, shoot, Toledo did it too in 2012, 2013. Actually, no, it would have been earlier than that because Rich Rod was there, so it would have been like 08, 09, 010. I don't know, 010. Not funny. But looking at Texas, 2 playoff teams from last year battle each other right off the bat. We don't get the luxury, and I'll be honest, of having a setup schedule quite like Ohio State has this year. To be able to try out quarterbacks and not have all those fun games because Texas is on schedule. We pretty much need to know right now who it's going to be and who we're going to stick with. We can't afford to be having question marks going into the game next week. Will we? Probably. I'm not going to say we won't, but we cannot afford to have that against a team that is pretty experienced. I mean, Quinn Ewers comes back, Arch Manning behind him. I mean, both those quarterbacks, whoever plays, I mean, obviously it's going to be Quinn, but to win that game, we're going to have to play probably perfect football. I mean, luckily it's at the Big House. I expect everybody to be loud for the Maize Out. We need to keep that stadium where it's been for probably the past 2 or 3 years with vibe-wise for big games and getting stuff going. But to beat Texas, it's just going to take an all-around football game, almost damn near perfect. That's question mark number 1 on my schedule that I think we could lose. The next one I think we could possibly lose is probably number 3 Oregon. Again, at home, luckily. Again, we haven't seen any of these teams play yet. We don't know who, so it is hard. But we all know Dylan Gabriel, transferred from Oklahoma to Oregon. Supposed to be the next coming of, I don't know really who, Marcus Mariota maybe win them another Heisman. But Oregon's like Penn State. They get there until the end and then choke it away usually. So see if they can play with the big boys in the Big Ten now. I mean, the Big Ten, they're going to have the defense. But, I mean, that's going to be another tough game. And then again, obviously, the last game of the year, November 30th, Ohio State at noon Eastern time. That game right there is going to be fun. I say that as this. I will make a bold prediction right now. I've thought about it. I do not think Ohio State is going to be the team that everyone expects them, and as they should be, spending $20 to $30 million on NIL deals. I think that they're going to be probably on the little bit higher level of where they were last year. A little bit. I don't think Will Howard's going to be the quarterback of their dreams. I think it's just a faster and bigger. I don't remember. Why can't I? Well, I mean, I know why, but McCord. It's gonna be a faster and bigger Kyle McCord. Honestly, that's who it's gonna be, in my opinion. We've seen what he did at K-State. Man, he's physical. He's big. So are we. Our defense is pretty freaking physical and big. I mean, look at Kenneth Grant. Fast, too. We'll say that. Look at Kenneth Grant, Mason Graham. I mean, you take anybody on that defense. He's in for an awakening. I think a lot of Ohio State fans are, too. They do have a really set up schedule, so would not be surprised. But I'm going to go ahead and make a bold prediction here before I get too off track. On this game, right here on 8:30 of 24, at 7:08 p.m., Michigan beats Ohio State by 2 scores in the Horseshoe next season. No, sorry, not next season, this season. I'm dead confident on it. That's my hot take. That's my ready take. That's my whatever. If it turns into a cold take, I don't think it will. But we'll see. With that being said, we'll never know until we get to that date. We cannot wait, but there's a long freaking football season ahead of us, guys. Let's do it. Let's have a freaking season. My prediction for the season is going to be, I said a Michigan 11-1. That schedule's tough. I think we lose one of those 3 games at least. I don't see a perfect season. If we do, I'll be so happy. Do it again. Have the bye in the playoffs and automatically be ready to go. Play someone. We'll obviously be a 1 through 4 seed. Hopefully the 1 seed again. It seems to work out pretty good for us. We're the 1 seed. Not really the 2 seed, but the 1 seed. But yeah, I think Michigan goes 11-1 at worst. At the worst, I can see us going 8-4, 8-3, 9-3. I'm sorry. It just comes down to quarterback play to me. I think I really do. I mean, Alex Orgier shows that he's quick. He can throw the ball a little bit here and there, but his accuracy downfield once you get past like 10 yards to me is a question mark. Don't know where it's going to be. So that's what it's going to come down to. Maybe Davis Warren has that. We've seen flashes in the spring game and things like that. But again, we haven't been proven really, other than Orgy's speed, of what any of them can do. So I'm excited. This isn't me hating on the team. I'm excited. I'm ready for football tomorrow. I cannot wait to be in the big house. I'm ready. I think everyone is, guys. It's by far one of the coolest things in our lives is college football as its own. And that's why I'm excited. I'm excited to get off of here and upload this to you guys so you guys can see it, and so I can go watch football. I'm gonna go watch football. I'm gonna go have a good time, eat some dinner, and enjoy it, guys. Yeah, 11-3. Predictions for the game tomorrow. I am going to start wrapping this up just because I do have stuff to do, and I apologize. Predictions for myself, we got them both. One for me and one for Ben. Ben's prediction, my dad's prediction, is 37-10 Michigan tomorrow. Mine is going to be 45-3. I think our defense has a day, gives up a late field goal to ruin the shutout when the third stringers are in. So we'll see how that one goes. Next Wednesday, hopefully, I think Wednesday we start doing our shows on Wednesdays again, as long as everything stays good. With that being said, we'll start our pick'ems for week 2 starting next week, and that's when we'll start them for the season. But this game right here, whoever gets closest to score, we'll throw it in there. Either one starts 1-0 or one starts 0-1. So 45-3, 37-10 for him. That's where we're at for the game tomorrow. I'll make a Big Ten prediction real quick before I go. Well, I guess not before I go. So I got to do the fantasy draft lottery. I think Oregon. Nah. Yeah. I'm going to pick Oregon to win the Big Ten this year. Come in. I think they have a good season with Dylan Gabriel. I hope this changes once the season starts, but I can't pick Michigan just due to the fact that I don't know the quarterback. I don't know what's going to happen with them. Ohio State, I think, will be up there too. Obviously, I'm not saying I think Michigan will be up there too. I just don't want to pick them because of the quarterback thing. Ohio State's obviously up there again. Too many unanswered questions. Yeah, they got a lot of stars. Can the stars play together though? They better hope it can. Or Ryan Day's going to be on very, 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 very hot seat. Probably not that hot though, because he'll probably be out the stadium before the game with his bags before the game's even over. If it looks like they're going to lose a game, but I think Oregon is going to probably is set up the best, other than Ohio State, to win it. So probably between Oregon and Ohio State. I think we still beat Ohio State, but I think maybe a Michigan. I think that could be a decide who goes and plays Oregon type game. But it'll be fun. I'm excited. I don't know why I keep looking over here. I'm so used to. Now I'm not used to being here to record, so I apologize for that. But guys, there's that. Ben's pick 37-10, mine 45-3. Defense has a big day. Will Johnson, give me Will Johnson to have an interception tomorrow too. Next, before I go for the night, I was supposed to do this a while ago. You're Tall and Taller fantasy draft lottery. Let me pull up fantasy. Let me pull up ESPN real quick so I can get in there and change shit around. Sorry, I did not have this ready. Oh, son of a beehive. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't realize this was all locked out. Also, guys, if you want to get in on the fantasy football for next season, message us. Let us know so we can put your name down as you see As this year really wasn't able to get too many people. As I think we have 10 or 11 people in the draft that drafts in 1 day, 21 hours, 43 minutes, and 42 seconds. So it would be Sunday, September 1st at 5 p.m. Let me pull up. Here we go. All right, guys. Let me share my screen. Oops. Here we go, guys. There we go, I think. All right. Let me go over here and zoom in a little bit, and we will be... good to go. All right, guys. I do have a bag here full of all the cards of who gets them. So, to start us off here, is I will show you the draft lottery. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to find out who your first overall pick is for the 2024 Colin Tyler Fantasy Draft. With the first pick in the 2024 Fantasy Draft will go to Aaron Heckman, will be the number 1 overall pick. And his team, Marlboro. I want to take your number 1 pick away for that name, but I cannot. So, first number 1 overall pick goes to Marlboro and Aaron with the number 1 overall pick. The second overall pick will go to Austin Kaleba. We go to Austin Kaleba and beating Mahomes, who I believe was our runner-up last year in the Colin Tyler Fantasy Draft. So he's starting off hot, being able to get a good pick this season. The next one will go to Tristan. He will be the number 3 overall pick on Sunday night. The next one, the 4th overall pick will go to myself, Hunter, as the 4th overall pick. In the Real Slim Brady's, right here. In the 5th overall pick, we'll go to Easton with the 5th overall pick on Sunday's draft. Guys, I'm excited for this season again. This was some pretty fun stuff. Last year, just fell short for myself from making a championship. Next pick is going to go to Jerquise Harris in the Jet Light 901. Guys, he's a Jets fan. We got to at least give him number 6 pick to even out that being a Jets fan. The next pick, number 7 overall pick, goes to, and then you can throw that one back in there. That was Josh's name again. Actually threw it back in here. Your keys. Next overall pick goes to Charlie Charlie will be the 7th overall pick. Four spots to go. 4 teams remaining to be picked is Tim, Gary, Pat, and Ben. The next pick will go to Timmy Wilson. Will be the 8th overall pick in the draft. And the 9th overall pick will go to the other half, a tall and taller, Ben Poor, a.k.a. Connor Stallions. All right, 2 more picks, 2 more spots. Number 10. I didn't look at them. It's between Gary and Pat, our defending champ, and I think defending almost last place. The 10th overall pick, and not the last overall pick, goes to Pat Teagles, the defending tall and taller fantasy draft champion. It'll be the 10th. So that means that Gary Wilson will be the last overall pick in this draft. Guys, we do have, so real quick, because you're 11 teams, someone's going to have a bye, guys. I'm sorry. I thought we had enough people to do 12. We did. Someone dropped out. So we are down to 11 teams. Someone's going to have a bye every week. But your draft order will go as this for tomorrow's draft, Sunday's draft. With the position 1 is Marlborough's, a.k.a. Aaron Heckman. The second pick will go to Beating Me Homies. Fucking God. I hate the fact that you two got the fucking first 2 picks. Next one will go to Beating My Homies, a.k.a. Austin Kaleba. Next one, the 3rd overall pick could go to Titans, the Super Bowl, a.k.a. Tristan Wilson. 4th overall pick could go to the Real Slim Brady, a.k.a. myself. 5th overall pick will go to Go Lions, a.k.a. Easton Wilson. The 6th overall pick will go to Jet Life 901. It's going to be Jaquise Harris. 7 will go to Charlie's Cool Team, a.k.a. Charlie Radford. 8th will go to Wilson, a.k.a. Tim Wilson. 9th will go to Connor Stallions, a.k.a. Benjamin Poor, the other half, tall and taller. 10th overall pick will go to Michigan's Awesome, our defending champion, Pat Teagles. And the 11th overall pick will go to Gary's great team, a.k.a. Gary Wilson. So, guys, there it is. Let me hit save real quick. There's your draft order for this Sunday's draft. And again, guys, putting the Venmo out tonight online. Money needs to be in for the trophy by draft time. By draft time. So you have 1 day, 21 hours. Put the Venmo in there tonight. Sorry, guys. Been super busy. But yes. That is that. Guys, I know the show's all over the place. Really wasn't prepared for it that well. And I apologize. Next show will be better. A lot of running around. Tomorrow, guys, go blue if you're at the game. I'll be there. So y'all have a great time. Be safe. Anyone wants to meet up, have a good time, have a few beers. Feel free to reach out. We'd love to meet you guys. And as always, go blue. And see you later this week. Hopefully after a Michigan win. Go blue.